blah, blah, blah. God, excuse me. Greetings, victims, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Draculstein the Vaudeville Vampire. I probably did not look so good. Give me a break. I haven't seen myself in a mirror in 3,000 years, So, I'm going to tell you about a really great book I found, but first I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, right? So, it's difficult growing up in Brooklyn like I am, always being different from the other kids, looking different and not celebrating Christmas, different food. Yeah, it's tough growing up Jewish, I tell you. When you've lived a few thousand years, it gets harder and harder to find girls that like older men. So I started doing the internet dating thing. The technology is amazing. When I first started dating, you couldn't just text your crush. You had to send a handwritten letter on a horse through a war zone. So let's just say it was tough, So I posted my profile on Fangbook, how I love romantic dinners at night, long walks on the beach at night, that sort of stuff. Recently had a few bad dates. The first one was a werewolf. Guys, listen, you think your girl is hairy. Oh my God, you have no idea. Oy, trust me. I had to turn into a bat and use my sonar just to find her. You know what? I said, God. And then I had this date with a mummy. Boy, she was crazy. We had one little argument. She came unraveled completely. Terrible. And last night I had a really hot date with another vampire girl. Well, let's just say she likes to neck. Yeah, it definitely did not suck, if you know what I mean. But today, it burns a little when I pee. I'm worried, about the STDs. The problem with vampires, it's hard to tell if you have an STD because we always pee blood. So look, it's not a big secret I like younger women, right? I just met this hot young vampire chick. Fellas, she's only 300 years old, if you know what I mean. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, the book. I'm going to tell you about this fantastic book called Blood Feud, a punk rock vampire story by this author, Matthew R. Miller. Oh, it's a great book. It's the first in a series of punk rock horror comedy books. And boy, are they great. In fact, the author, Matthew Miller, he's so good, I'm probably going to drink his blood tonight. So this first one, it's about a band of punk rockers called the Gravediggers. Their crappy Volkswagen van breaks down in this weird town in West Virginia. And it turns out the town holds a secret. And I won't spoil the plot, but let's just say the only thing about this book that doesn't suck is the writing. That's right. I'm going to read a brief passage for you from chapter 6, page 40. Almost as if there were an actual line painted in the middle of the road, things started to change. The buildings, no longer clean, tidy German row houses and row shops, were now more haphazardly built in a variety of styles, some of them dingy European, others wooden and falling apart. Even the sunlight seemed to never reach these streets. Nature had become grave silent. No birds chirped. No squirrels climbed trees. In windows that were not already obscured with shades, people were on the streets, and those who were walking close against the buildings in the shadows wore black and eyed the group suspiciously. Oh yeah, the scary stuff, huh? Scared the hell out of me, and I'm a vampire. God, really good. So you can find it, on the Amazon free. Get that free with Kindle Unlimited. I appreciate a good bargain, if you know what I mean, and very cheap on Kindle or in paperback. So I suggest you get your copy now because, unlike me, you do not have an eternity to wait.